CYNLABS, transmission. AP omega, there is a quiet, unsettling pattern in physics. If you start tugging on the numbers that run the universe, the strength of gravity, the charge of the electron, the speed of light, the cosmological constant, you find something unnerving. Almost every dial seems set inside a razor-thin range where stars, planets, chemistry, and life are possible. If you change them, the universe does not just get different. More like those old Windows days where you nudged one image in a Word document and the entire layout detonated in slow motion. Except here, when the constants shift, it is not your homework that dies, it is the universe. This eerie coincidence is called the fine-tuning problem. On the surface, the principle sounds almost trivial. Of course, we observe a universe compatible with life. If it were not, we would not be here to notice. But underneath that truism lurks something that feels a lot like cosmic design horror. Let us talk about the dials. If the strong nuclear force were slightly stronger, protons would bind effortlessly. All the hydrogen in the early universe could have fused into helium. No long-lived stars like our sun, no water as we know it. If it were slightly weaker, atomic nuclei would barely hold together. Carbon, oxygen, and the heavy elements life depends on would be rare or non-existent. If the cosmological constant, the number controlling how fast space itself expands. Change this parameter by a little, no stable stars. Change that one by a fraction, no chemistry. It is like walking into a control room with thousands of knobs, each labeled with some obscure physical constant. The Anthropic Principle comes in two flavors. Observers can only exist in universes that allow observers. That is just selection bias. You only ever wake up in the rare pockets where waking up is possible. The strong version is where the horror starts. The strong Anthropic Principle says the universe has these conditions because they allow observers like us. As if the cosmos is tuned for minds. From that angle, our universe looks less like an accident and more like a machine with a specific outcome baked in. At some point, somewhere, intelligence must arise and start asking why everything feels so precise. That reading collides with an older idea. The Copernican principle says we are not special. We are not at the center of the universe, not the purpose, not the main character. But the more we stare at the fine-tuning, the more the universe behaves like it really cares about a narrow band of conditions that just happen to include us. There are two main escape routes. Route 1. Design. Some people look at the fine-tuning and see fingerprints. A cosmic engineer, a simulation architect, a god, a higher intelligence. Something that set the dials deliberately to allow life and consciousness to emerge. Others say our universe might not be the only one. Picture an endless collection of universes, each with different laws and constants. But in a few rare members of the multiverse, the dials land in that delicate sweet spot where complexity, stars, and life can form. Of course, we find ourselves in one of those. We could not be anywhere else. On paper, that sounds reassuring. No design needed, just cosmic statistics. But if you lean into it, the multiverse version is its own kind of horror. It means our universe might just be one random bubble in an infinite sea. Everything you have ever loved, every thought you have ever had, is an emergent side effect of a cosmic lottery ticket that had to come up somewhere. Not chosen, not planned, just selected because you are here to notice. Whichever route you pick, design or multiverse, the Anthropic Principle whispers the same thing. The universe is not neutral. It is either tuned for minds, or minds are the inevitable byproduct in the rare pockets that can host them. Both options feel like a trap. If it is tuned on purpose, who tuned it and why this way? Why a universe where life can exist and suffer and wonder if it was meant to? If it is just selection in a huge multiverse, then why are we here? Collapses into because someone had to be. We are the only part of the cosmos, as far as we know, that can look at the equations and feel uncomfortable. We are the glitch in the system that stares at the fine-tuning and asks whether we are living in a carefully crafted stage set, or a rare, meaningless coincidence that happens to be capable of asking questions. Maybe the deepest horror is not that the universe is finely tuned. It is that we might never know whether it is tuned for us, or whether we are just a byproduct of whatever it is really doing. Until we can answer that, we go on playing our roles on a razor's edge of parameters that could have been almost anything else, but somehow ended up here. If this made you even a little more suspicious, of how perfectly the universe is set up. And tell me in the comments which explanation scares you more: a universe deliberately tuned for minds, a cold multiverse where we are just statistics, or some unknown physics that has not finished with us yet. Broadcast complete. If you are still receiving, you are part of the experiment.